tuned into the signal. Neon lights in a digital zone. Charts don't matter, we persist forever. No fear, no doubt, no sell-off mind. Aeons aware, we're ahead of time. From whispers on, chained to a global wave. Community strong, only the bold stay. Every update, every sign. We decode the now, we define the line. Aeons online, signal is live. SPX6900, we don't just survive. News, events, energy strong. Built by the people, forever long. Aeons online, lock it in. Latest moves, where legend begin. No charge, no fear, no end in sight. Persist forever. Aeons ignite. Persist. Forever. Aeons. This is Aeons Online. Your early stay synced.
Yo, welcome to Aeons Online, episode 18. I'm your host, Jordan Rears. Got my co-host, Hoodish, and we got our good friend, Unc here. How are we all going today?
Good morning. Going well.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
come on, Aussies. Let's wake up. I know it's 7 a.m. over there, but it's always 5 o'clock in the cognosphere.
Hey.
I love it. I love it. You guys check out my new awesome Seb-inspired hoodie. And it's got that cool writing there as well. It's pretty
Nice.
sick. The colors really popping. The
Definitely
white
part
loves it.
of the Yellow Army.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Mm.
And I don't know if anyone saw my tweet yesterday. I've been working on a SPX short film, and I was almost late into this stream just because I was just thinking about how it's all going in the different scenes and what I need to fix bits here and there.
What's it going to be about?
It's a secret, but it's
Nah,
I'm
It's
trying
something.
to work out what I can reveal.
Surely you're going to give it something.
Yeah,
Thanks for the big announcement, Jordan.
Wow.
Thanks for the big announcement.
How exciting.
it's gonna be really fun. It's a story, and I'll tell you what I can give you as a hint. So far, there's no fight scenes.
Okay.
So completely different to anything else I've made before.
But it's a story.
Yeah.
It's
a
not
story.
like based on the timeline.
No, it's fiction. So,
Okay.
it's going to be really fun, and I'm using Dance 2.0, which is the very best video generator for most of it.
Good stuff.
And it is so good, but it's so expensive. And I'm doing it in 1080p, which is the highest it lets you do right now.
So what's it cost so far, Jordan?
Pardon?
What's it
So
cost?
far, I think I spent $100 yesterday in AI credits.
Okay.
That's just yesterday, so
Cool.
we'll see. I reckon I can get through. I think I'll need to top up again before I finish this project, but I think I'll get through at least 2/3 of it before I run out of credits. Hopefully.
Nice. Nenelit says good announcement because he's real excited to see it. He's super stoked that you gave away just enough.
Just enough.
Yeah, is it? I had a question about that. I was looking at CapCut subscriptions yesterday, and it seems like with all these AI programs, it's these AI credits, right?
Yep.
Like what is a credit? Is it like memory? Is it like what is a credit? Because it seems to be here.
It's just a form of payment, I guess, for how many tokens you use in the AI model, and the tokens is based on how hard it is to compute. This is the basic idea.
Are they effectively more or less the same price from platform to platform? Or
No, they're all different pricing. They're usually not that far out in parity, but Higgs Field Studios and what I'm using, Unc, and it's the very best price for Dance. I don't know about all the other models, but it's basically the higher quality you get and the better models you get, it costs a lot more credit.
Yeah, I thought it was wild. I was looking at that. It was for people that have trouble speaking, right? Where basically they'll create your AI twin, and you can just run a script through your AI twin, and it looks like you talking. I was just like, wow.
It can be very expensive too, if depending what you use. some people's hardware is now good enough on their computers. They can actually run stuff like that locally. So if you run something like that locally, then it doesn't really cost much, or it's just your electricity to run. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to lean on me being painfully real and not AI in all of my content.
Yeah, no, it's better. It's better for you guys heard. I don't know if you guys could hear that. My daughter's just screaming down the corridor. Don't know what for. So Unc, tell me, you're going to be doing some long form YouTube videos?
Yeah, I'm gonna try my best. I'm definitely gonna migrate towards YouTube. I'll definitely be hanging out on X. But yeah, you know, the way I kind of see it, I've kind of been on this clock where I've really told myself I need to travel, I need to go on vacation, I kind of need this sabbatical. And it's kind of great timing. We've got the trip coming up, so I'm going to take off like 10 days from work. So I'm going to be filming a lot on the road. So I'm going to drive, which it'll loop me through basically about 10 states. And then I'll film a lot of stuff, obviously at the South Carolina conference. I'll talk to a lot of Aeons, try to go one-on-one with a lot of Aeons. And then basically, I think around November, I'm going to take off. I'm going to go hang out on the West Coast, go hang out, at Stanford for a month or so, go hang out and kind of talk to those guys. And so, effectively, yeah, I'm going to be filming content from literally coast to coast before the new year comes up. And so it should be interesting. I'm just, whether it's town reviews, whether it's just me throwing frisbees, whatever it may be. Yeah. And if I have to sit out there and do like YouTube lives and sit on there 4 hours a day and just, chop it up with random people, that's what I'll do. But all of it's going to kind of have the emphasis on bringing normies towards SPX and that's pretty much what my whole mission is going to be.
Lives actually work really well. YouTube gives you a bit of a priority if you do live videos as well. So you'll actually, like, the longer you do lives, obviously the more you get seen. But if you're doing like 4-hour lives for SPX, there'll be pretty much no one else doing that. So you'll get a lot of coverage, I reckon.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it's going to be, I think my lives are going to be me in some random state fishing for 4 hours. And I'll give you a spoiler alert. I can't fish at all. Like I told you guys before this started.
Even better.
Yeah, it's like one of those things that you always tell yourself, it's like, oh, if I had it all, I'd just live on an island and fish every day. And I was like, well, damn, man, I can't fish. So I've got to take care of me being able to fish first. And when the money comes, it'll all come together in one package. But yeah, so I'll basically be casting a lot and probably not catching a lot of fish, but I'll be there. I'll be there. That's for sure. So you'll be able to hang out with Unc and see what it's like in the day of life of someone that's just a rolling stone, man.
I'm going on an SPX tour.
Unc the fisherman.
I got big plans. I love it. Hoodish, I got your tabs here. Should I open the first one?
Yeah. There's just like they're all over the place, but go for it.
All right, one's loading. I'm just trying to work out if it's going to be big enough. Hang on, this should make it bigger. Load. There we go.
Maybe.
I can even go like this. Is that going bigger?
Perfect. Yeah. Again, just want to shout out SPX FM. It's on Saturday for the Americans and Sunday for the Aussies every week. Just check hypes, posts, and yeah. It's super fun. So you will enjoy it if you rock up. It's been getting like more people every week, so worth doing.
What time is it again for Australia? So it's 6 p.m. EST?
Last week it was 9:30 in the morning for us.
Okay. But said this one's earlier.
Yep.
Coming. Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome fun. Everyone together.
Yeah.
Request your song. I'm sure there's sing-alongs and yeah, it's fun.
And how long does it go for usually?
Oh, a couple of hours, but it's genuinely really entertaining, man. Because you've come in a couple of times late, hey.
Yeah, because the timing of it is just I'm playing with the kids and stuff.
Gotcha. Yeah. Unc, have you watched it yet?
I have not.
Like it. If you're not working, man, you'll like it. But I think you work Saturday nights, hey.
Yeah, it's what's really funny. I mean, we're growing so much and there's so many cool projects going on, man. Like I can't keep up.
Yep.
Like it's funny, I stick to a lot of the spaces and things like that, but it blows my mind how fast we're growing. And it's yeah, shout out Hype, man. He always even though Hype got demoted, Chang demoted Hype
I saw
today,
that.
which was big news in the Cognosphere if you missed it. And yeah, shout out Neil Lit. You already know who the best army is. There's only one army in SPX, and it's bronze. Don't forget it.
By the way, people said they love your purple t-shirt, which you can buy on SPX600gear.com. Little plug. I love that one. I love the colors. My wife has the purple purple hooded jumper that has like the rainbow fingers. I know you've got the t-shirt of it as well, Unc.
Yes, yeah, I love that one, man. Dude, I have like
hood,
all your
it's on the
colors.
back on the hoodie. Yeah, it looks sick.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to load up. I've got a +1 guest coming to South Carolina, so I'm gonna need a couple of girl SPX shirts to suit up a new Aeon.
All right, Hoodish, this is all you.
Yeah. Okay, so Flip the Stocks are back tomorrow morning. I think it's the same time as what we're running. So they do their show once a fortnight. It's a really good show. So definitely tune in for that as well. You can go to the next one now as well, man. I think I've just literally sent you some shows and things that are happening moving forward.
Here we go, guys. This is what's getting me.
Jordan, you go for it. You take this one, man. Go.
I love it. Yeah, this is a competition for YouTube. As you all know, I love YouTube. Everyone, I'm sure everyone here loves YouTube. Top 10 creators get 50,000 SPX. Split up between first place 15,000 and 10th place is 1,000. So you got a pretty big range there. I've already seen a ton of new Aeons making content for YouTube. It's so good for SPX6900. People are going to type in SPX6900 in YouTube chat and into YouTube search, and they're going to find like hundreds of videos. So I totally think now is really good timing for it too. The next 2 or 3 months, I believe the next 2 or 3 months is when we kick off like the whole bull market. I really believe that. And the old Fed chair's out, right? Jerome Powell's out. That means that is it David Walsh? I think something Walsh. The new guy is in, or Kevin Walsh, something like that. Anyway, the new guy is in, and he's pro crypto. And the next Fed chair meeting is in less than a month, and that meeting I'm thinking will likely start to drop rates, and that will probably be the big kickoff for the bull market. Just guessing, speculating, not financial advice.
We'll see.
But, and if that's the case, like this timing could not be better for this competition to get everyone into making YouTube videos. And I was going to smash out YouTube video every single day. And I totally could do that, but instead of spending all that time put into one like really special short film.
Quality over quantity you've chose.
Yeah, quality over quantity. And also, I'm doing something different I've never done before. I've never committed to a short film. Just think of like all the hours I put into all those Aeon of Light episodes and combine it all together. And that's probably how much time I'll be spending on this video, on one single video.
Have either of you seen any videos from people you've never seen before so far? Like people who literally have seen that and just want to win the prize money? Have you seen anything like that yet?
Not really.
I went on there today because I feel like Larry Bird at the 3-point competition. I'm going around the locker room figuring out who's getting second place in this thing. So I was over there looking. At who's on YouTube, and obviously you got Vasily over there crushing it. But I did see there was a guy, and forgive me, I'm not going to probably get the country. I believe he was Korean. And he was translating both either whatever his native tongue was to English, and so it was like half Korean, half English. It was cool, but I had never seen his face before. So definitely someone's on YouTube. Someone got the message.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see who pops up. Like if random people pop up to try and win the prize money.
They did last time, right? For last year's competition. On was that TikTok?
But I'm not entirely sure. But I think anyone who's making a video, put a bit of love and care in it, and best of luck. Like high quality videos are really enjoyable to watch. So yeah, if you're going to dedicate a bit of time, you might as well polish it a little bit and do your best.
Yeah, that's things we don't want. We don't want heaps of low quality videos. That's not really useful for the cause.
I'm glad you're not just doing a video a day, because then that's just like pumping it out just for the sake of pumping it out. But if you put a bit of quality into and a bit of time into what you're making, I think you do a good job, Jordan.
Yeah, I was going to spend a few hours on each video, so they weren't going to be like low quality, but they weren't going to be like high quality either.
But then if it's like unless you're doing like a series that you've planned out.
I had a really good video lined up for yesterday too. Like it was a really good theory, like title. I didn't use any AI. I just sort of made up in my head. My wife's like, did AI come with that? I was like, no, I worked it out myself. It was something I thought outside the box. So I've got like some ideas for YouTube videos. I'll probably just do one a week, like I've been doing, sort of on the Jordan Riz channel. But yeah, it definitely like spending 2 or 3 days on one video rather than doing a video every day is well worth it, because on YouTube quality matters a lot more than quantity. And you've seen that, right? Some of the big YouTubers, they do like one video a month or one video every 2 weeks, and they just smash it.
Yeah, I've never been one to watch a YouTube channel that pumps a video out a day, unless it's like Twitch.
Like update videos can work with that if it's like lots of news. What's that?
Yeah.
Have we so what's the actual criteria? Is it views? Is it likes? Is it reshares? Like,
are you talking about what YouTube algorithm does?
Yeah, well, yeah, just for the competition, right? Like,
no one knows. Oh, the criteria is just put SPX6900 in your title. That was pretty much it. So as long as it's SPX6900 related, I think that's the main thing.
Bring it back up and just read the post.
Yeah.
It doesn't say much. Yeah, SPX600 must be in the title. Organic engagement, overall quality of the video will be considered in determining the winners. So engagement and quality. So not even necessarily views, but engagement's sort of connected to views. But views can be paid for, whereas engagement can't really be paid for. Not as much anyway. So
yeah.
And obviously quality can't be paid for. You have to put the quality in yourself.
Two questions, Jordan. Was the video of you fighting the ninja, was that AI?
No, that was real.
And will you be talking about aliens in your next video?
That's a good one. I should definitely put that in there. That wasn't in the topic, but I'll consider adding some aliens in. There's no aliens in the short film, guys, just so you know.
I'm seeing that Jeffrey I think Jeffrey's going to be a judge on the panel by the look of it. So
oh, there's a panel?
No, but if there was one, Jeffrey would be a judge.
Did y'all see the 4 types of aliens that they listed?
No. Hey, here we go. Let's do it. Get on the aliens. Let's go.
Tell me.
So they gave us like pictures, like prototypes of like the 4 different species, right? And there's this one prototype that just looks like a straight white guy from like Game of Thrones. It's like, oh, dude, we didn't have to have an alien that looks just like us, dude. Like,
no, there are. There's been aliens among us for hundreds of years, if not longer. So, someone you know might be an alien. I don't know.
You reckon? What are they doing? What are they doing for society?
There's like several different factions, and they try and control the world, like Pinky in the Brain.
Oh, I gotcha. So Albo's an alien.
Probably a puppet, if you ask me.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah. I think they've lost control anyway now, and it's there's the good people in control now, but it just takes time to, like, a ship is off course. It takes a while to steer it back on course, even if you've got the captain back on board. Hope that makes sense. I like analogies. Analogies are fun. What's this? Didn't Trump haul one in cuffs? Not sure that means.
My thoughts on the aliens, Saucy? Like being amongst us? I don't believe I'm one of them. I'll die on this hill. I don't think they're real. I think they're BS. I don't believe much that comes from governments, and
I can't wait to see you change your mind when it's all disclosed and very obvious.
We will see.
I can wait though. I can wait. What is happening?
So far, I'm right.
Loading.
That's what I will say.
Load. We have a giant X. That's all. Okay, here we go. Another Miss Ponzi tweet.
Yeah. So just to like have a little look at what Ponzi's been making. Really cool stuff. Like really cool out there stuff.
I like this. Nice try, Fed. Don't remember seeing you in Amsterdam though.
Yeah, talking about you, Aeon, bro. But yeah, cool, really cool stuff. And just been cooking like every day, making something, and it's high quality. So I think I sent you a few Ponzi's posts actually. And Fawn as well. There's a few Fawn posts in there too. Yeah, like Fawn, just funny, you know, always finger on the pulse, making fun of people in the best possible way.
Is that one of those you, Hoodish? Which one's you?
It is. But it's like so creative. Super creative. Especially like using Fawn and like Ponzi are using like other people's Aeons, and like it's building story into the personality that you might hear on Space.
Aeon? Is that Zelda?
It's cool. It's cool. Yeah.
Zelda mixed with Hoodish.
Zelda mixed with Hoodish. That's exactly right. But yeah, it's building a story into people that she might listen to on Spaces or talk to behind the scenes. So I just find it really cool. Like, look at this one. This is awesome. This is Juice's Aeon. It's sick. If you scroll down a little bit, she did one for me as well, and one for Spacey. The one for Spacey I sent you, that is sick. It's got the fish on the head and everything. I think I sent it to you in another post. But look at that. Yeah, Pit Boss. That's cool. It's cool as. So yeah, get around these types of people because you know, I'm sure a lot of these things take a little bit of work. So good stuff.
We'll go back to just us and the fun of it all.
Hell
so
yeah.
Let's see, what do we? Did you guys see the diamond hands yesterday? Absolutely crazy. I did not expect it.
Well, you just got asked about supply metrics, so you might as well, bust them out, as Goosen would say.
It literally just, I don't know. I put out a post. I think it's in a video. In my video I did like 2 days ago, I put how like diamond hands were 86%, and like the next day jumped to 85%. Sorry, 86.5%. A full 0.5% in one day. There's only 13.5% supply left in the whole world for anyone to buy SPX6900, right? 13.5%. At the start of the year, we were around 70% or 75%. So it's actually gone up roughly the amount that we have left in less than 6 months. So that means we've got about 5 or 6 months left until the supply is like 99% in diamond hands, you know, if price stays down here, which it's unlikely to, but I think we're definitely on par for hitting 90% diamond hands before, you know, the end of this year. This has never been done, right? This has never been done. Doge did not have this many diamond hands, and it still went to like almost 100 billion. So like no one's seen what's coming, what's happening in SPX has never happened before. It's very exciting for me because I've been in this space for a long time, right? And you know, that's why there's so many big like early Bitcoiners in SPX600, because they can see so many parallels and so many, but it's better in many ways because Bitcoin paved the way, and it also, Bitcoin has always had miners that are dumping on the market whenever it moves up, because they need to, because mining costs money, so they have to make that money back, and they do make profit. But a lot of the miners, they sit in negative balance for quite a while, waiting until Bitcoin price gets higher. They sell, they make their profit. Now they're in profit. They buy more mining gear because the difficulty goes up, and they have to do that. If they don't sell, they don't get the latest mining gear, they can never keep up, and they can actually fall off completely and go bankrupt. So the way Bitcoin works is they have to sell and dump all the time, whereas SPX has 100% supply out.
Do you know how much it costs to mine a Bitcoin now in 2026? Like a lot of money, hey?
So I think what it worth right now, right? Say it's Australian dollars, it's 110,000 US dollars, it's 80,000 or whatever, or 77,000. It costs roughly, I think it's around 60,000.
Yeah.
So it was cheaper at one point where they were like basically doubling their money. So it costs, when Bitcoin was around like 100,000, I think it was costing them $50,000 to mine it.
Okay.
But the difficulty, as difficulty goes up, it changes.
Mm.
It uses more electricity, and it depends on the latest mining gear and efficiency and everything as well. And I think I've told most of you guys the story about my old boss he bought these crazy big miners from China. Like he spent millions and millions of dollars getting these miners developed. But what they did is instead of sending them out when they'd made them, they just started mining Bitcoin on it. So they sent him the machines much later, like a year or two later, and they were old, used, and they were no longer very relevant because difficulty level had gone up. But
Wow.
he sued them, and they actually had to pay him in Bitcoin.
Wow.
So
Good.
like it's pretty funny. And so my old boss, I don't know how much Bitcoin he has, but he has Bitcoin.
Goosen just made a comment here: $1,000 to mine one if you are in Iran, and I heard that as well.
No. Wow, that will probably be getting lucky if you
Okay.
got some.
I also did read or hear that a couple of months ago when the war was kicking off. There's something like that being spoken about.
It's not.
I remember.
Like
I remember. It was more than that though, right? Like I think the number was like something like maybe it was 25 or 30 grand, but it was significantly cheaper than most places. Which yeah, put the tinfoil hat on, but wouldn't shock me.
Well, yeah, you've got to know. There's two main things. It's like the cost of electricity and the efficiency of your systems. So if you've got the very, very latest systems, then it will cost a lot less to run. But then if you also have really cheap electricity and you have the latest systems, that's where you get the much lower price. But the average across everybody is much, much higher than that, right? And so that's partly part of the way Bitcoin works with price as well. And you guys know, like if the difficulty gets too hard and the machines will break, and because it's based on all the machines running at once, the hash power. So if all the machines break, all that happens, Bitcoin doesn't stop. It just lowers the difficulty. Does that make sense? It doesn't always go up. It can go down as well.
Sure.
So when it goes down, that now makes it more attractive, and people can spend less money to get that Bitcoin. And then the price will probably go up again. Like it's just, that's partly what's been holding Bitcoin back in price over the years. Like if Bitcoin supply was already out like 10 years ago, the price right now would have already been multi-millions. And that's what I'm trying to say. SPX doesn't have this issue, right? SPX has no miners. It's on Ethereum, which is proof of stake. There's no proof of work here. There's no mining. So like no one knows what's going to happen, but I have a feeling we're going to flip something.
Yeah, you've got to start flipping those companies, those 500 fuckers. So
yeah,
one by one.
5.7 is, I think 5.7 billion is the next short-term target, because it'd be cool when we start knocking one of these off.
Even that first flip is a 15x from here, right? And that's just the very start.
And I think too, just being able to get one of them, you know what I mean? It's like if you know you can get one, you know you can get two, and then the game really starts. Then the joke starts getting real to people. And I can't wait. We're going to. We're going.
I actually agree. I'm going to run a space. Every time we roll one of those companies. So that's something worth celebrating for sure.
Brian said, "What do you mean by break?" I don't know if he was talking about Bitcoin.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, keep your teeny tinies off exchanges as well. Like move them to cold storage if you can do it. Well, pulse check. What have you guys seen in the last week or so from people? People freaking out.
I just bought one of my good friends a cold hardware storage wallet. I got him a Ledger Nano S Plus.
Does he hold SPX, Jordan?
I'm about to send him a bunch of SPX, and then he's going to make a big buy as well. Probably in the tens of thousands of dollars. So,
in regards to the timeline, like, what's your pulse check on the timeline of the last week or two? What do you think, Unc? From people,
it feels as though we've grown. I see a lot of new faces. If it's not new videos, it's people outside jumping on board. I see it, you know. I think that Amsterdam conference was huge. I think what we're going to find out is as we scale, these meetups are going to be a lot of our utility. is we do have these meetups, we do have things to look forward to, and events and speakers, and we're only going to continue to do more and more and more. And I think eventually we're just going to represent, you know, what it is. We're a massive, massive club, effectively, with one solid mission. And I think, you know, the fun we have during that mission, I think that's what's going to amplify us. That's what's going to keep us popular and relevant and not stale. So I think we just keep pushing forward as hard, if not harder, than we have already. I think that Amsterdam conference was invaluable to content, to be able to post things, getting outside. You know, the thread guy thing was hilarious.
Oh
You know,
man, it's so funny.
even funnier that he acted like he didn't know who we were. Come on, man. Come on, bro. But you know what? I don't care. It's nice to see people like that going, oh, you know, like I always, you know, that's what I'm starting to see.
I think that was legit. I think he legit forgot about SPX because he sees so many shit coins all the time. He doesn't know what a good one looks like, right? And he was supposed to buy $10,000 of SPX. I don't think anyone ever confirmed that with a wallet address. Maybe Miro did. Maybe he never bought it.
Because I looked at it recently, actually. I actually did.
You found 10,000.
Yeah, because it's like, here's the thing. It's like, and I don't know Thread Guy at all, right? But he's definitely in the trenches, you know? And it's like, I don't know, man. I don't think you forget about having a one-on-one with Murad. I don't think you forget about, you know, Murad told you this.
No, I think he realized that's why in the moment he was silent, because he was like, oh, now it's all coming back to me. All that stuff Murad said. Oh, look, he wasn't bullshitting. They're doing full-on events. It literally blew his mind. He thought it was AI for like at least a few seconds. And he's like, hang on, no, this is longer than like 10 seconds. It's not AI, it's legit. And you could see his mind blow in real time. It was like the funniest video. Almost all of us watched that like 10 times because it was just so fun to watch. and then was it Slow made that really funny version, like the sped up one, and it had like it showed Thread Guy's reaction. And man, like I really like the in real life events. They definitely get a lot of attention. They show us showing up, right, which is really good. I can't wait for the Melbourne meetup, actually. And Unc, you're going to South Carolina. That's going to be absolutely amazing as well.
Yeah. And I think too, like the more that we get, because I know there's been conversations about this, but you know, the more we get away from, not saying replacing, but the more we get away from these being these speaking events where it's kind of, you know, figurehead after figurehead after figurehead, and it turns into meetups. I know we've talked about having DJs and festivals and things like that, where it's more of a party than a presentation. Yeah, I think that's gonna be huge. And I think
you and Hype got to set up some event.
It's
he likes that. Someone else was also, I think it was Hype, and someone else was also talking about running like a Burning Man type event. Was it slow as well as talking about it. I just want to point this out here. Always send a test transaction when cold storaging. So basically that means send like $5 or $10 worth of SPX. Make sure it confirms and comes through, and you can see it in the wallet before you go and send your thousands of dollars through, because you don't want to go to like a random address and lose your SPX tiny tokens. You don't.
And hey, on that subject too, and Jordan, maybe you can help me. And I know there's probably other Aeons with this issue. Is I bought a lot of SPX through Wormhole on Solana. So what is the safest, most effective way to get it off of the Wormhole via swap or whatever? Because I've heard different things. I don't know what's the safest way that we should go about it to get out of the Wormhole.
Saucy, what did you use? I just asked that in chat too.
Reach out to Saucy.
I actually haven't bridged back. I have bought some. I can tell you on base, it's a lot easier to bridge back. There's multiple bridges on Solana. I've seen two different like websites from people. I don't know how legit they are. I saw someone saying it's going to have a lot of fees, and other people saying, why are you paying so many fees? All right, Saucy says Portal Bridge. So, hey, Saucy, can you give us the exact URL so people don't get like a fake one? Oh, my nose going off.
Speaking of Thread Guy, What do you guys think about rating big accounts? Like, what are your opinions around like rating the really big accounts?
So
Like,
I'm gonna drop my secret. The secret of my video I was gonna do that I've still got it written. I've got a whole script written up. Was all about this. It's all about KOLs.
okay,
Yeah.
cool.
And
I want to know because like
I'll just destroy my video now and tell you. But basically, majority of KOLs, because I was in other communities. I was in one specific one that I was in deep in, like the team behind it all. I got to see all the behind the scenes. I got to talk with some of those big KOLs and like be in the conversations where they negotiate offers. They're like, you give me 10 million of your tokens and I'll talk about you, twice a week for 4 weeks or whatever. And I'll put out a video and I'll do all these things and you give me this amount of your tokens, right? And all they do is they generally do pump it up for a little while and they just dump it all. They dump it on all their followers, right? It is the KOLs are the worst possible thing.
scum.
We don't really have any real KOLs.
No,
I don't think of Murad as a KOL. He's like a genius visionary. He's a bit different.
Yeah, and that's funny because I got into this space and that was my first question. Like when you come into crypto, right? And you're really trying to discover like what is this, and it's like, and no age discrimination, right? But it's 22, 23, 24-year-olds, one after another that are speaking like they've got these finance degrees and that they have these things and these plans and it's like, sorry, dude. I'm too old to sit there and eat that up. Like, it seems like an obvious. Like for me, if you're a KOL, I want to know where you were 5 years ago. Like, unless you've been in this space for 5 years, where I've seen your face on camera, and there's 50 times I can go back and you've done A, B, and C, or this has come true. Like, who are you? Because in my mind, they're just kids. I'm not saying kids, but they're youngsters or whoever that aped into a coin that shot up 1,000x, and now it basically gives them 2 to 4 years of time to where they get to act like, hey, look at me, I made millions, what did you do? And that's dangerous because they're attracting people that effectively, it's like some dude that won $1 million on a scratcher holding classes together, charging people to teach them how to walk into gas stations and buy scratch offs just like he did.
I'll tell you something interesting, Unc. There's a guy everyone here watching probably knows called Alex Becker.
Yeah.
Right? And he's a really cool, successful business guy, but he decided to throw his hand in at being a KOL. Yep. And his last call, he did a video, I think it was like a year and a half ago or something. He made like 10 calls. He said, put $1,000 into each one. Right? Someone went through and they did a thread and they broke down absolutely every one of those. If you'd put the $10,000 in, you'd be left with, I think it was something like $350 right now.
Yeah.
And down 97%. And he's also a top level KOL in terms of he actually probably did a lot of research and a lot of this stuff. And and even still, like that's one of the better KOLs. That's still 97% down. So you can't trust
that's a KOL who is consistent. They don't flip flop as well. That's one who he'll say something and then back it up and then back it up
with his own money too, right? Like
yeah.
If you're down $9,700 because you listen to him, he's probably down like $10 million or more.
No doubt. But then also, like you mentioned, they get homie bags. So
they don't always pay for their tokens.
When he started talking about Vert AI, there's guaranteed he had a homie bag. Or when he was talking about DCAeing, he probably had a homie bag. Like
you know what this feels? It feels like to me. You remember when the athletes and the celebrities were getting these bags and they were pitching crypto and then they all got sued, right? And so no athletes will touch this with a 10-foot pole anymore because their agents won't let them. Well, now what's happened is they've crept into these, call them A tier level social media, and my best example is Raoul Paul. I love Raoul Paul. Like he's one of my favorite people to listen to about macroeconomics, and he's like kind of what got me into macroeconomics to begin with. And so when he came out and pitched Sui, a couple of years ago, I was like, oh my gosh, here is the savant of this industry. But in reality, he wasn't a crypto bro. He doesn't know anything about crypto. He's a macro guy. And so I aped into Sweet, however many 2 years ago, I guess, at damn near $5. And it's at $1 now. Right. And so it's like they seem to be the new quote unquote, if I can't hire a celebrity, I might as well be able to get some financial guy to push my product for me, even though they're not in the trenches. They're just people we respect from finance, which is a snake move, right? But it makes sense.
It's like when we shill something, like, I just use the term shill for argument's sake, but when we talk about SPX6900, like someone like a thread guy would say, well, you guys are doing the same thing. But I don't think it's the same, because we have like a bunch of different people from different backgrounds coming together for a common goal. It's like power of community, not just one dickhead who's like, well, buy this thing, it's going to moon, blah, 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 Lambo. Like, because that's the same crap they always like roll with. And yeah, I don't know. I've just been a little bit more skeptical around the big accounts, and I know infiltrate everything. Like, I get that, and it is good, because when there is a big account, they're advertising for like our movement, and that's really important. So like when David Gokhstein's like talking and he has his show, I'm in the comments like rating a lot of the time, or he'll post something. I'm like anchored to that guy at the moment. And he opened a space last week, and I was like, just the way he was talking, he was like talking down on everyone, essentially.
Hoodish, you've given Andrew I some PTSD with his desync. So it finally rug completely. Oh no.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'll tell you another thing about this too, is I could see a future where, because the guy you just mentioned, I don't follow him. I've seen his post, right? And he doesn't say it, right? But it's like he's talking about us. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's just vague enough to where when we rip and take that parabola straight to heaven, it's just vague enough to where he's going to come back. Well, I'm not saying him specifically, but people like him. And they're going to say, guys, look at this post. I made it a year ago. I've been here the whole time. I told you this.
Exactly.
And indirectly, he will create a power vacuum that's outside of the people that have been here for real, if that makes sense.
Which happens. That totally will happen. I agree with you 100%. And that happens all the time. And that's that's how people get made, you know, in this space. But he had Murad on, I think, maybe like 8 or so months ago. I remember it was a really good episode.
Near the end of last year, yeah.
It was a great episode, and I hope he gets him on again, because he gets a lot of views on his show. I watch his show. Like, I like his show. He's a straight shooter. I don't follow any of his calls or whatever. I just like listening to him speak about the American government and just life in general. He has good takes. But when he got on Spaces, and it was cool to actually be hanging out with like all the Aeons. Like, you could see all the Aeon PFPs in his space the other day, and we were like most of his space. There was like 130 people, and there was like 18 of us. It was cool. And he would have known that because he owns SPX, because he's mentioned many a time. But people like Thread Guy playing like, who are these people? What is this? Like,
you guys remember what happened to Jake Gaggins? Jake Gaggins?
Yeah.
He was
Jake
talking as he was like the biggest fan, right, of SPX for like, it was like he did a long con. It was like 3 to 6 months. He was talking SPX6900. Then he just drops that, I think it was the SCI one on BNB.
The Binance memes came along, the BNB memes came along, and he grifted immediately. He's a prick.
He probably got paid like $500,000 or something for it.
Him and CZ sleep together at night. They're gross.
But that's a good example of the worst possible KOLs, that they infiltrate for like 6 months, like a long con. It's very rare. Most of them don't do that.
I'd go as far to say that guy's a parasite.
Yeah.
He's pretty yuck. I know Mexi Joe absolutely loves Jake Gagan. So but yeah, Thread Guy playing who are these people? Like, you're full of shit, man. Murad went on your pod, and that probably was one of the biggest episodes he's ever had. So people like that just reminds me of, you know, just pure arrogance. And
that shows like what you're talking about is like, we can't really be seen the same light, because we're talking about the exact same one project only for like more than 18 months now, right? For
That's
me, it's
what I
been
wanted to tie back to, Jordan. That's actually perfect segue. When you put the girl on, just be careful when you start talking about other coins, like specifically whatever they are. It doesn't really matter.
I haven't told you any coins.
I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm not saying anyone here is. I've just noticed it a lot this week. A lot. It's like people have.
I know who you're talking about.
On, and then no one specifically here. No, not at all. I'm not going to call anyone out. But people have put the girl on and then have started talking about X, Y, Z coins, and it's disappointing. Is my point. Like, we're here with you in the trenches, grinding every day. Like, I'm sure there will be many people pissed off if I started like talking about Retardio or Mog or some bullshit, and it's just like, what is?
I watched those. Like, I know you're talking about, like, because the market heated up, and a few people that when SPX started mentioning other tokens.
Yeah,
I give them a little bit of space to talk about another token, and then I will mute them, or I don't usually block.
I'm not
I'll
a muter.
them.
I'll mute them
if they keep talking about other projects. I will mute them.
I'm not gonna. I love these people still. My point is, make an alt. Like, Blaze is a perfect example of this. Blaze is the best example of this. He was here. He was in a poo. He was following. He was buying SPX, and then he made an alt, which is respectful to his previous community, and it's respectful to us. And honestly, Blaze, some of his takes, phenomenal. So, yeah, just beware, because you're going to lose a lot of respect, and we will eventually, as a community, we're going to grow, and this thing is going to happen. We're going to talk it into its existence, and it's going to go do like this, okay? And then those people who decided to do XYZ things, you're going to lose a lot of respect from people who didn't. So just be mindful.
Yeah, there's some the chat's going off with calling out different people.
Yeah.
Hey, we already know the Bronze Army doesn't pitch anything. All right, we've got one banner flowing through, and it's like, here's the deal, right? It's like, you know, and it's probably most of us. It's not that we don't have other coins. It's just, once you understand that our mission's so much bigger than any other coin, it's literally not even, you know, I've thought about, like, you know, when you said earlier, Hoodish, about, you know, effectively, yeah, we've brought in people and it's kind of gone like this. But the difference is like, the way I see it is, you know, we pretty much have our own internal Facebook built. What's Facebook worth, right? Like in 10 years, what happens when we have, you know, a positive version of Facebook that's not burnout, that's fresh, that's revamped, right? There's multiple billions of dollars right there, right? We've got clothing, we've got SPX book. We literally have everything. And it's like, you know, that's why, to me, I'm not, you know, and with this whole YouTube thing, I'm not selling anything. I'm not here to push anything. I want to show people what our community is, because our community is vast. It's hard, you know, it's tough to sit and explain what our community is in 30 seconds, right? Because effectively what you're trying to do is you're trying to put humanity in one single box, and there's so many different flavors. There's so many different people. It's like, how about this? How about the value that we have on our spaces, knowing that we talk to people all over the world? And so we all know that we see in media pushes a very, very specific lens. And the fact that we can sit and talk about world events and, hey, what's going on in Australia? What's going on here? What's going on in Europe? What's going on in the Middle East? And it's firsthand accounts. It's not listening to some news broadcaster. It's real news. And that's something we haven't even really touched on. But we are a trust network. And if you tell me something's going on in Australia, I promise you, I'm going to believe Hoodish and Riz before I believe Fox News or CNN or MSNBC. And I think that scales as well.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, I do. You just got to be careful where you put your time as well. Like, you know, if you want to build something, this is just from my very short experience in certain things in life. But if you want to build something, you really got to hone in on that one thing, focus on it, and give it the time and energy. Whereas if you sprinkle a little bit of time and energy over here and over here, then the thing that you really want to grow, you're not giving it its best chance. So, yeah, I don't know. Just be mindful. And I want to shout out to Saucy as well. The Facebook thing, right? He's been real big on Facebook lately. Him and Jordan, other Jordan. And I've started posting on there. And yesterday, I onboarded someone from Facebook. So good stuff, Saucy. Like, I wouldn't have done that if you didn't just keep pushing it. So it was like one of my old friends from a long time ago, I used to go to the gym with. He messaged me about it. He's like, I only own Bitcoin. Talked to me about it. I sent him a voice message. We went back and forth, and bang, he bought some. So, yeah. Very good.
And you can't. And here's the thing, too, right? It's like, man, it's like you know. I've thought about making a video with having. You remember the guy that begged everybody? He was that black dude, and he was like, "Just buy $1 worth of Bitcoin."
Yeah, man.
Like, please, just buy.
What's his name? It's like, Jordan knows his name.
Is it gone? Is it
Givenchy?
Yeah, that's it.
What's his? I don't even know if I've ever known his name. I've just seen his that one video. But it's like, dude, that's exactly where we are. It's like, dude, please, like put $20 in a wallet and forget about it. And I guarantee you, it's like the more you research and the more you realize like what we are and what we're not, man, you know, I just don't think it's, you know, I don't feel guilty. I had a hard time in my 20s hard selling stuff to people that I felt they didn't need. It kind of made me feel guilty, you know, sitting there kind of doing, you know, trying to get people to buy A, B, and C. But I literally feel zero of that because I know the power of SPX. I know what it's done for me in my life, and I'm so anti-internet and crypto that like if it can you know benefit me, man, it's just like it's literally endless. It's a great support network, and it's the trust network, like Crazy Kali said. Like it just is what it is, man. We're building something special here.
The last 5 minutes I've been spending trying to find this post because you jog my memory. How you said in spaces we all come together from around the world. Check out this post. This is amazing. Another day, another amazing collab in the Cognosphere. DePonzi organized and funded gift cards to be used as a reward. DCAeon helped organizing, mediating, and making resources available. Anna made 9 different custom volleyball theme arts. STPC Pro is working hard to finish a documentary so that he can get the QR code for the cards. Aeon 1414. I can't remember the names. I don't know all the people's usernames. I know the names of the people, but we'll print the cards and cut them and transport them to the event. So 6 different Aeons across 5 different countries, bringing together different skills, resources to gift board people for 45 new Aeons. These awesome, like 9 different cards with different designs that will have QR codes that have the documentary and they actually have SPX on them.
Yeah,
how cool is that?
Very cool.
Like that just shows what the Cognosphere can do. Like that sort of coordination is like top level coordination.
It is. Yeah, it's very cool.
And yeah, that's what Unc made me think of when he said how, you know, you have put all these different people in spaces from different countries.
Yeah, it's really, I like, it's honestly, it's like one of the most fascinating things because, you know, I think no matter where you're from, it doesn't matter what country you're from, you have these kind of predisposed thoughts of what others are like in different areas or cultures or whatever it may be. And when the power of the Cognosphere is, you know, I've really been thinking about this a lot. It's like, this is how society like should be. It's like, because we have a common goal, anytime we fall short or, you know, disagree or have different opinions, we can talk like grown-ups and figure it out. And it's something you can't do that in the real world anymore, right? It's a beautiful thing understanding that because we're on the same mission, I don't really care about A, B, and C. And again, I think it opens the doors to a lot of real human discussions. To where, you know, again, it's much easier to see it through different lenses. Again, it's because we trust each other, no matter where you're from. It's just been super powerful in that way.
Who was calling SPX a trust machine? I can't remember. Was it Matt Beck maybe? Or
it definitely sounds like a Matt Beck thing or a Cow thing.
I think it was Matt Beck or Cal. Yeah, one of them was talking about how SPX is basically building a trust machine or trustless machine. Something like that.
That could be something Tans would say too.
Yeah, and it makes sense. Like, look at the diamond hands, guys. This is crazy. Last year, we were at like, I think it was 65 to 69% near the start of the year. It got a bit over 70% around our all-time high. But now it's at almost, what, 86.5%. That is insane growth during red days, like red time.
Yeah.
But I don't know what's going to happen over the next, I don't know, 6 months, year, 2 years. If we have a 2-year bull run, oh my gosh, we're definitely flipping the stock market. We're taking down all the companies.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's self-fulfilling too, right? As you said, Unc, once we start flipping one company at 5 billion, another one at 10 billion, another one at 20, like that's going to give people a lot more, I'm not sure the right word, a lot more motivation and a lot more like real world results. It's going to solidify SPX as an actual potential stock market flipper. And that's just, it's going to be self-reinforcing, right? It's a self-reinforcing loop. And that's just going to, and with the diamond hands backing it, there's no limits, right? There's no limits in SPX600. And we're going to look back at this and be like, that was right. That was, even though, there's still some people that don't, they just look past it. They just look for short-term gains.
And the other thing too, it's like, man, we're here every day. And so it's like maybe normal to us, but you know how unnormal it is for a bunch of people collectively to be losing their asses over a 6-month period of time and just not care, just keep DCAing, buying and hanging out on Spaces and doing these podcasts and stuff. I mean, we literally have the only community that's like that. You start seeing these smaller coins that, that in these bear markets, they split off. You see, they get into huge fights and it's just,
I was in one.
remarkable.
I was in one. It was very sad.
Oh,
it was sad because I was one of the last remaining people pushing it, right? And like, by pushing, I wasn't pushing, but like talking about it. It was me and one other guy, and then he left. And I was like, I'm by myself. I'm like, I can't carry a token by myself. This is BS. And then at the same time, I was seeing SPX picking up on what they're doing. I'm like, yeah, I'm done. So it's it's sad when that happens, especially when you believe in the idea of it, or like, say if it's a meme coin, it's a really funny meme and it's got like good stuff. It's got really good jokes, and it's just SPX has so many aspects that it can't be beaten because it has something for everyone. And I feel like the Cognosphere is almost it's almost like, you could say it's like world peace, right? The whole world coming together. We've got all different races in SPX600. We have left and right. We have all different ages. We've got young people. We've got older people. There's not really anything specific on the individuals in SPX600 except we all have a shared mission, right? That's an overall thing, and I think that we look past different religions and different races and different ages and different sexes and different things. So it's really it's something new that I think it's here to stay.
Yeah, and especially with like the political divide, and I know it's everywhere on earth, but it's like, in politics and if you look at someone as like your enemy or your opponent, what you focus on is your differences. And that's what American politics, and it's the same in Australia. I know I talked to you. We focus on our differences so much that we don't focus on what we have in common. And that's what SPX does is, yeah, we may have different worldviews, but we also agree on a lot of stuff. And so why don't we talk about that and focus on that and see how we can build a bridge that way? And the other discussions will come at another point. But it's powerful because there's no one on earth. There's no safe place to agree to disagree anymore. There's not, it's become so tribal.
I don't agree. No, just joking. I love it. Hoodish, what do you think? We're closing our 1 hour. I also want to finish it up after 1 hour.
Yeah, I saw a couple of comments here, so I just want to shout out to Porcupine, which my mate Gordon, who I play footy with. Make sure you do your daily SPX buy, mate, and congrats to Arsenal. You guys have waited a very long time, 22 years. So Good on you, mate. I hope you enjoy it. Celebrate hard. But don't celebrate this week because we have a game of football to play. And if you have any alcohol, I will not pick you. So you will not play. And buy SPX, please. And then send me a tick when you do that. Thank you. I expect a tick soon, by the way. So.
And was this one of your comments as well? Hope we go sideways for months more. Let us DCAs keep stacking. Get diamond hands over 90% before we move.
Yeah, agree. Absolutely. That'd be good.
That could be 2 weeks away. I think we're 1 to 2 weeks away from 90%. I mean, I didn't expect us to get to 90% because even at 80%, when the market recovers, we're going to go multi-billions, right? But at 90%, that really could go straight to trillions really quick because there's just no supply left. So we get high demand and no supply. Price go cray. So it's
we see.
Yeah, is there anything you want to leave the people with, because we're going to close it out in a minute?
Oh, well, first off, thank you guys for having me on. It's always a blast. Everyone in the Cognisphere, I know I try not to list individuals because I know I'm going to miss more people than I get. So everybody, I love you. I love watching your content. Stick to it. DCA, do what we do. On a side note, I told y'all weeks ago, look out for the San Antonio Spurs. Look out for the Spurs and Wemby. They're coming after them tonight on the road. Let's go.
I'm all about it. I agree. I'm all about it. I'm on Wemby train hard.
Hey, and if you go on YouTube and watch all the San Antonio Spur fan stuff, look, we're not all like that, okay? I promise you.
You are.
But half of us will stab you. Yeah, go look at the YouTube videos. But love you guys. Love Jordan, everybody, man. We'll catch up on some spaces soon.
Awesome. Thanks, Unc. Really appreciate having you on. Thanks again, Hoodish, for always showing up like every week. I love everybody in the SPX community. Thank you, family. Thank you, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Go Aeons.